Hi guys, it's Chu here. So welcome back to AFK Arena. In this video, I will be sharing you of my opinion in how to get your first Ascended tier heroes straight to Ascended. So we will jump right in. Firstly, you will need to check on the store. So the store and the Labyrinth stores tab here. So these heroes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these 6 heroes are those heroes that you are guaranteed to make them to Ascended tier. So because in order to make an Ascended tier hero to Ascended, you will need 8 copies, unique copies of them. So example, for Shamira, I will need 8 Shamira in order to make them to Ascended. So these are the basic requirements. And also you will need more of the folders like the Legendary Plus folders of the same faction to feed them in order to make them firstly to Mythic Plus and later on add on 4 more copies of their same kind to make them to Ascended tier. So for this you will need to familiarize on the tier list here. In AFK Arena there are 3 tiers, which is first the common tier heroes, legendary tier heroes, and lastly our Ascended tier heroes. So look at all these Ascended tiers. These are what we need to achieve in order to help us on the end game content. So for the common tier heroes, they are not much use, but we can retire them in the victory card to get more the essence and then to exchange for the elite fragments, the elite rare stones, elite or rare stones. So in my opinion, we will need to exchange for the elite stones. I can show you here. Victory card store, the barracks. So if you see here, you need 18,000 of these heroes coins in order to exchange for the elite hero stone. So this will be much better option to exchange, because if you get these rare hero stones for roughly around 8 rare hero stones, you are still not able to get an elite hero because you might get other faction and etc. So this will obviously the best choice to get here. Okay, then for the next tier will be legendary tier heroes. These tier heroes are very important in helping our Ascended tier heroes to Ascended level, because from Legendary Plus onward, we will need a random Legendary Plus hero to feed them in order to ascend into Mythic level, and one more Legendary Plus to ascend them into Mythic Plus. So 2 random Legendary Plus of same faction. I will show you here. Temple Ascension. For example, my Shamira here is Legendary Plus. So I need a random Legendary Plus of the same faction. And there's one more thing to take note, that we will not recommend to use the Ascended tier hero as a fodder, because these heroes are very hard to get. So if you imagine your Shamira, you get 4 copies and so difficult to make her to the Legendary Plus, and you go feed someone to make someone to Mythic. Isn't that not worth? So for this fodder, then we will normally use for the legendary tier hero to feed them. So for example here, I do not have some legendary plus to use, because mostly I have fed them. And after you're getting them to Mythic Plus, then you will need 4 more copies of the same copies to able to make them to Ascended. So that is why Shamira, you are able to make her to Ascended, because you are able to farm in the Labyrinth stages. Oh, there's one more place that we can farm for extra heroes, which is the Arena of Heroes, the Legend Challenger Tournament. So this you need to unlock after chapter 9 stage 20. So every hour they will net you challenger coin here. For example, 291 challenger coin per hours. And when you browse through their store, for 150,000 challenger coins, you can exchange for these guaranteed heroes in the store. So in my experience, for 1 hours around, let me see, 1 hours around 300 coins, roughly 1 month, then you can exchange for an elite hero here. Then you can try to figure out your combo. For example, if you go pair with Shamira, you farm Shamira on the Labyrinth stage, then you can go for Grezu in this Challenger store. Or maybe if you farm for El Strida, then you can go for Fox to make him to Ascender. So lastly, you will get 2 Ascender tier. So nice, right? Okay, next we will go on the for the Arcane Labyrinth. For every 2 stage they will reset, so be sure to farm it, and every time you farm to the stage 3, you see there is a quest here, campaign quest here, called complete the 3rd floor of the Arcane Labyrinth 50 times. So you need to make sure that every 2 days you need to farm and complete the 3rd stage in order to register this quest. So for example, now I have roughly 20k Labyrinth tokens, and if I get these 25k tokens, I can immediately exchange for an elite hero of my choice. That's very good here. Okay, next we will be talking more about the summoning technique. So in the Noble Tavern, normally after completing some campaign stages, you're able to get rewards such as the faction scrolls here. Yeah, faction scroll by events or the campaigns. So this one here, the campaigns which rewards the faction score, you will need to focus on a particular faction. For example, my account, I'm focusing on the light bearer, so I will normally summon on the light bearer packs, which will refresh every 24 hours. So I recommend do not summon on others faction, because it will delay your progress on making them to ascended. And for your wish list, you should always make your for example, if I have a Belinda is ongoing to ascended, you should always place them on the wish list. So, and then when you go for 10 summons, you will get, if you have the chance to summon an elite, then you have a more chance to pair with the wishlist hero here. And also take note, you should never ever do single summon, because single summon will never benefit from the wishlist. Okay, so other than that is more on the RNG luck on the Noble Tavern, or sometimes for the campaign quest, they will also reward you some of the elite heroes, so you need to take an eye of this. And for Shamira, you can also farm her in the peaks of time. If I'm not mistaken correctly, the one realm. Wait, let me check. Yes, this Divine Realm, you'll be able to get 1 copy of Shamira. So meaning to say you need 7 more Shamira to make her to Ascender. So that's quite nice. Oh, the animation. Let's finish this adventure. As for the hero choices, in the Labyrinth store, I would recommend to get Shamira, because Shamira is the best DPSer in the game, and she can deal a lot of damage to the whole battlefield. So, and if you farm for her, I can guarantee you she can cross on the campaign stages, and you can snowball from them. Snowball from there, because after you completing the stages, they will reward you a lot of nice stuff here. You see here, after completing chapter 20, they will give you 20 faction score. So to build a strong team is very important, and to choose a right hero is also very important. So I will definitely recommend you to get the Shamira. So that's all for today. If you like my video, you can help subscribe on my channel. If I have any mistake, you can comment down there below. And also, if I will be also doing on the heroes reviews, so let me know if you need any heroes reviews. Thanks for watching. Cheers.